Hi guys, I'm here at QE for the race on Sunday. Just going to do a bit of a quick trail preview video. I'm going to whiz through them today. I've got a little bit to do to the trail. I'm sure you'll see on stages 3 and 4, or 4 and 5. I've got a bit more work to do on them, so I'm going to need to do some raking still. So I'll quickly whiz down each stage, upload it so you can see what's coming this weekend. So first of all, we start with stage 1. Here we go. I think the two on this side of the hill probably a bit easier than the two on the other side of the hill. 3 on the other side of the hill. So straight left here, some tight trees, a couple of pedals to start with, nice and swoopy. It points downhill a bit more here. Tight turn through the tree. Tightens up, slow down, and back on the pedals. Nice swoopy one this to start with. Quite a lot of flat turns, got to get your grip. And a couple more tight ones. A couple of pedals here across a flat section. Some nice tight turns. And we turn down here over a tiny drop under these trees through this tight turn here. It's a tricky one here, sends you uphill a bit, around these trees, across a fire road, woohoo, loose, nice and tight through here. Couple of brambles still to cut back. I'll do that when I'm taping. Quite steep this bit, and then short pedal, and we'll finish about there. Stage 1. Stage 1, so now we're on to stage 2. So it's a bit of a pedally start. It's probably the most pedally stage. Pedally, then it drops off the side and gets a bit steeper towards the end. So the last 3 stages have hardly got any pedalling in them at all. So this is your more endurance pedally one. So this is stage 2, let's go. Okay, off the line here. So some flat turns. You can't pedal at them too hard because they're quite rooty and loose. So you've got to keep your speed, keep your flow around them. And straight on here. Again, some windy turns, flat turns, great fun. Gets a bit tighter through the trees here. Hop this log. There's a way around that if you don't want to hop the log. Again, a little hop here, or you can go around it. Cross this off camber traverse. Some off camber routes here. You've got to watch out through these tight trees. Got this wide line. And up here, some pedals up here again, bit of a climb, halfway through the track. Again, more flat turns, but you can increase the speed through here. Get on those pedals, get out of the seat. Straight on there, more flat turns, rooty tight, and right here, over this drop. Through this turns, tight turns under the branch. Still really fresh this bit. Great fun to ride. Down here, there's a bit of a tree drop. We will do a line round up there. Off camber corner. Try and keep your... This is fun and fast down here. Loosen off camber. Couple of little drops to roll through these tight trees. slight rise there. You've got to really concentrate on this tight ledge. Off camber routes. Really technical trail this. Again, off camber routes, roll through them. It steepens up through down here. More high, keep it high on the roots. Keep on the brakes down here. More roots, more camber, and we'll finish about there. We'll finish before we drop off onto the fire road. So that's stage 2. Really different stage that. Bit of pedalling, bit of tech. Yeah, great fun. This is stage number 3. It's got a couple of non-rollable features on this one, but there's ways around them. I'll shout out the non-rollable ones and what side the B line is on. This first one, you can see it's a tree down there. You go round to the right. Let's go. Stage 3. Little berm to start. So I'm going to go on the non-rollable side, but there's a way around it to my right. There's a nice tight line over these roots. Then we'll have this line through this tree, in, and then a bit of off camber, around the berms, little flat ledgy bit to go along, a couple of pedals there, steep berms, left then right. Then we've got a fast flat out bit along contour, which is fun. Do a bit of a pop here, send you flying, and then here's an A line, a B line to be to the left. There's a sneaky straight line here. Didn't do it very well. About to crash. There you go. You can go a bit wider on that than I did. Then we're going power to the finish here. Pump through here, fast to the finish, and we'll finish around there. And that'll be stage 3. Stage 4. This is going to surprise a lot of people because it's not what you think. So we start off here, we go into the bushes. So let's go. So around this first one, we'll roll over this one. I'll make that a bit more rollable for the race. Nice straight line high up on these roots. Drop in there. Nice wide over these roots. We'll get rid of that straight line. We'll make this a bit rollable too. This way it gets interesting. Into the woods. Bit of freestyle in here. Into this old berm. Another old berm. We've got a bit of a double here over this log, and then around this berm, finish there. That is very raw, not raked out yet. That's one job to do tonight, rake it out. Stage 5. Some people probably say I recognise this one, done it before, but again, it's like the last stage. It's a bit of a remix to it, and not quite as fresh and new. This is a bit of a distant past one. At some point we had a gravity project downhill race. This is pretty much exactly the same line as that race followed, so a bit of history on this one. So this is stage 5. Let's go. Okay, so not much pedaling in this one. It's fast and flat out to start with along this fence line. Nice wide line around here, loose rocks, and then on the pedals, fast through here, flat out. You've got to try and hold on around this loose turn. And this is where we turn off into the old trail. Around here somewhere, skip through here. I'm going to open it up a bit. Around here a bit. Around here, don't crash into that tree. Over this feature which is rollable. Through this double. There's a way around that as well. Up here. Straight on through here, through the hole. Real sort of classic downhill feel to this. Still tight and nadgery, but great fun. And then last few turns, whoa, slippery corner there, and we'll finish it about there. at stage 5. I'm at one of the non-rollable features on stage 4. I said I'd add a bit of stuff to the back of it to make it rollable. Don't know how well it'll show on the GoPro, but it's very rollable now. You can jump off it, or you can roll off the back of it. So both of those ones on stage 4 that weren't rollable were kind of rollable, but now they are definitely rollable for everyone. So before it gets too dark, I'm just doing a bit more raking, a bit more digging, just the final touches really. There's a few bits to cut back still, but I'll do that when I'm taping on Friday and Saturday. There will be some on the day entries, so if you're watching this and you still want to race, come down, sign up on the day. It'll be £50 cash on a day. Also worth mentioning that don't get very good signal down here for carb machines and stuff, so if you want coffees, pizzas, etc, etc, bring cash along, bring a bit of cash along just in case, because carb machines don't tend to work here. So yeah, bring cash. See you all Sunday.